everybody, Picky Gamer. I'm not going to be talking about no more Final Fantasy VII, I hope, for a while, unless there's more crazy-ass news and rumors. The word episodic makes me kind of jittery now, but this is, and some people are going to be like, oh, he's still going on about Nintendo NX news / rumors. This is not a rumor. This is more of a, well, this is news, because this is a patent I found reported on a site called metro.co.uk and another extremetech.com. Only a couple of sites have really, I've seen this come up, and I don't, I haven't seen, like, I look at Destructoid, Polygon, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, GameSpot, IGN, and I know there's a lot more other people go, oh, you didn't check this, but I try to, see what's out there, and I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I'm looking here real quick on YouTube, and let me see here. Upload date. 6 hours ago. Somebody, Red Gaming Tech. Interesting. There's a few people out there that talk about this, but, for a few days ago. I mean, only a couple people I can find that report about this, even on YouTube. I'm going to get to it. The article is saying, has this patent revealed the cloud-based secret of the Nintendo NX? I'm going to be reading some of this. It's not a very big article. A highly detailed new patent suggests that the NX will use cloud computing and be both a portable and a home console. Officially, we know nothing about the Nintendo NX, yada yada yada. But a recently registered patent, and I will link to this below, gives a detailed glimpse of what the NX will be, is planning, and interestingly, it does jive with popular rumors that NX will be an all-in-one portable and home console. The patent describes a game console, implied to be portable, which you can attach to a supplemental computing device in order to provide additional processing resources. As in common patents, a lot of description is frustratingly vague, but the console is described as taking, quote, the form of any suitable type of computing device, mobile, semi-mobile, semi-stationary, or stationary. There's even, as they mentioned, there's even a section to talk about possible wearable devices. Interesting. And it goes on about, reading between the lines, the idea seems that when the console is plugged in at home, it can process games at nearly real-time speed, but you could add more than one supplemental computing devices, either wirelessly or physically, to improve the graphics and support and performance. So the NX is one block, and you can build more blocks up. If this patent applies to NX, again, this is just a patent, but it's 5 days old. The NX is coming soon. The announcement is 2016. I really think this is the way it's going. And, they're talking about when you remove some of these features, you take the game system portable from your, these supplemental computing devices, the game degrades a little bit in graphics. And then they mentioned Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 is going to be, it should be pretty cool. But with the cloud computing on Xbox One server farm, some of that's going to be sent up and get some of the processing to where they say the graphics will change. They kind of miss. I don't know if they typed it wrong or they don't understand it. It's really the physics. You're not sending polygons and having it render your textures and send it back down. What that's going to happen on Crackdown is when you have a building, 10-story building, with individual pillars inside, floors, to calculate, I don't care if it's Xbox One, PS4, and yes, the gaming PC, the PC people might say, well, I can build one that does that. You really, not in a decent budget. You'd have to have a lot of processing power to say, okay, somebody shoots a rocket the east side of the second floor. How is that going to affect all the building to fall? It has to be processed. It's not graphics information. It's not sound. It's data points. And that's what the cloud computing will do. And it will then, when you're in the Crackdown 3 online, things will dynamically just be destructible. And it will be realistic, as realistic as they can get it. And that's the whole point of it. Is everybody thinks cloud computing, it makes it better. It's not graphics, really. You can't send that stuff to the internet because not everybody has a fiber connection. Even then, that's asking a lot. It's just data. But a lot of the stuff some of the data can be processed faster to send back the results to the graphics card so it can render even smoother and faster. That's what they're talking about. And when it goes down here, it talks about it says, interestingly, the patent also talks about rewarding you if you allow your supplemental computing device to be shared by others. Create a wireless network running its own processor cloud for other NX owners to tap into. And there's a diagram that shows, this is guys, the same type of person you see on like bathroom signs and everything else. And it's got controller, display, game console, supplemental computing device. Down here, networks, which is the internet, and it shows another bunch of people. In other words, you can network this if it is NX. Again, it's whatever this is. You can plug it up, probably leave it in standby mode, and allow other people to tap into your console or your supplemental computing device. And this console's install base, again, I said if it's NX, I really think it is. The install base is, say, a few million people, even if it's a low ball, even if it's, we're talking about 10.7 or so million right now, the Wii U. Say it quickly sold 1 million. Just saying. This is just hypothetical. And everybody got online with it. 1 million people can become now a cloud-based computing system. It's nuts. This hybrid system has been what they've been talking about. But supplemental computing devices, multiple supplemental computing devices, that means that console is not static. Then you can share this with other people. As Nintendo tried to do, is going a way that combines console and the way, PC. PC you can upgrade. Of course, this laptop, right here, you can see that shade. This laptop, I could put an SSD drive in it, change the memory. That's it. Unless I wanted to pull the board out, do something crazy, and unless I was really an engineer, or not an engineer, somebody who's really good hands-on, resolder stuff together, and it's kind of ridiculous. These type of things. This laptop is more like a console because it's made to be the way it is with very minimal upgrades. Back when the Nintendo 64 had the memory pack, remember that? You could pop that in there and your games ran a little better. But it wasn't really required most of the time. This is interesting. I made that video about the vice president in Sony was talking about the PlayStation 4. Yeah, we might want to put out a new one. You don't really put out a new console. Consoles are not PCs. But if the Nintendo NX has supplemental computing devices, and we're not going to go out to Target, Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, Amazon. Oh yes, I'd like to have one Nintendo NX supplemental computing device, please. Thank you. It's a code name, and it's pretty complex, but it's a generic name they're used in this patent. Basically, they could call the NX, making this up, the NX Power Station. And it had the Power Glove, there's a lot of power in Nintendo Power. And making the Power Station, you pop a Power Station onto the NX, and there your graphics power went up 30-something%, 25%, something like that. Then you can share that out. Then later on, you want to get another Power Station and break them together and pop them together. Now you got 50 or 60 more percent. This is nuts in a good way. Again, it's just a patent that nobody knows what it's for. Again, it's console. It talks about handheld, wireless. But now we have supplemental computer devices that can be stacked together and then also users can become their own cloud-based processing. What does this mean? I don't know. But Nintendo just filed a patent December 3rd, 2015. The NX is coming. It's all jiving together like this article says. I'm intrigued. I'm fascinated. This is why you see a lot of NX news coming from me and rumors. Tell me what you think. Tell me below. Is this nuts? Is this something that just you can't see? Or can you really see Nintendo putting out a system that is modular, cloud-based, and allows its users to share the processing power with their entire fan base of this console? Is this something Nintendo can actually just take the lead? I don't know. If this happens and they're really doing what we think, or there's even rumor, this is going to be amazing. All right, people. I'm up kind of late, so this is PKO Gamer.